Hello guys, John82 back again with a brand new video. Today is what if? What if the Doctor was half human? Now this thing has been going on for a long time, especially with the first Doctor. Actually, if you don't understand, it wasn't really specific that he was anything but a human in his first reign. Of course, the television movie, Doctor Who was a human, but he somehow created a time machine. In my thoughts or mind, he created the time machine in the movie Doctor Who and the Daleks, and then wasn't the last one Doctor Who and the the Doctor Who and what's it called, Doctor Who and the Invasion. No, the Invasion 2100 or something. It's a hard one. Doctor Who and the Invasion something with the Daleks, the two ones. Get confused, and I can't remember the name. Sorry. Yeah, where are we? So, and then it was specified that on his mother's side, uh, in the movie, that he was half human on his mother's side. Now, this is what I love about Doctor Who. They tease it a lot, but they never confirm it. In the end of time, apparently we see the woman, and the woman who did play Doctor Who, well, the woman Time Lord lady in that one was told to be performed as the Doctor's mother, but she was never given that title in the description. She was performed as the woman, and maybe if the Doctor's half human, somehow, for some reason, because Time Lord's supposed to love humans and all this rubbish. A Time Lord came down, and because not Time Lord, sorry, the Doctor loves humans and all that. Sorry, I said that wrong. The Doctor seems to love humans. Perhaps that's because he is half human himself, and that's why that's more human. That's why he's been a lot more, childish, not like other Time Lords. The Master doesn't act the same as him. He acts eviler, but he acts a bit more calmer than the Doctor. The Doctor is really hyper. I mean, it's happened mostly with the most of these recent Doctors, not with the old ones. Tom Baker maybe a bit, John Pertwee a bit, but I understand that. The Times are calm, they're reserved. They might be a bit evil, but they're calm, they're reserved. Well, you could say the Master is in, but there's an argument, isn't there? Um, and that's why the Doctor always beats him, because he has an added, emotion, the factor of being human. Um, and because he's clever, because he's got the Time Lord, instinct. But he's clever also that he can think of out of the box of not just being a Time Lord. And that makes me think, in the first Doctor wave, when the first Doctor was around, he referred to himself as human, and we saw him regenerate, and that was the first time we knew he wasn't human. But he still, with the second Doctor, he still referred himself as a time, not a Time Lord um, until the War Games. Sorry, not the end of time, the War Games. So we didn't know he was human. He could have been human with a special ability, but I'm happy they did. But why not be half human too? Now, a lot of scanners have not really registered. They know he's Time Lord, but how, if he is human, what percentage? Do you have to have your finger being human, your part of your brain being human, part of your heart, on your heart's being human? Because we never really heard that. They say he's Time Lord. Time Lord. I believe the Doctor has to be a part human. I do. I think he is a part human. Half human, sorry, part human, whatever. It's the same thing. But I do believe he is half Time Lord and half human. I do, and I believe that's because his mother's been human and his father being a Time Lord, and because maybe how it began was what I like to say. His father was a traveller. He travelled. So this is before Rassilon. So there was time before. Though it wasn't, the creation of Omega, creating time vortex and all that, whatever, um, the TARDISes and all that. He wasn't that wasn't just after the Doctor being born. I believe for the Doctor's timeline, this is how it starts. His father lands, goes traveling, and he finds the primates, primates, and he falls in love with one of them, and of course he takes them home to his planet Gallifrey, and maybe he met his parents, maybe not, whatever rubbish, and he falls in love with her, and he has a child, and far as we know, he had one child, but maybe it was the Master too. Now, isn't that ironic that the Master is a bit jumpy around too, and maybe the Master's half human, though I don't know about that one. But maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't think he is half human. Maybe the Doctor's not half human, but a lot of people um, don't like the fact that he could be half human. A lot of people wouldn't even consider him half human. A lot of people with this hybrids thing was considering the Doctor being half human even more. They were thinking, oh, here we go. This is the plot that the Doctor's half human. The hybrid, half human, half Time Lord. The hybrid, two different species coming together. Maybe a Dalek, part human, part Dalek, part human, part Dalek, part Dalek, part Time Lord. But that never happened. They really messed up with Hal Ben. It should have been the Doctor, in my opinion. Being a half human, that would have been like the big, plot thing. But it wasn't. It was Clara. Was it Clara or me? Whatever her name is. I can't stand them. Can't stand them. But yeah, they really did, mess up with that one. I really wish it was the Doctor, but I don't think it was resolved in that one at all. Anyways, I believe that's the end of the video, guys. That's what I think. I think the Doctor is half human. I think that would add a bit of extra perfume to it. I think it would add an extra perfume, and it would be very interesting to add in the show that he's half human, because he was human for all like the first, second, the movie, and the Eighth Doctor considered himself to be half human on his mother's side. So a lot of people don't like it. I don't understand why. He can be half Time Lord as well. He is an alien as well. But there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now. Bye bye.